Hey guys, this is Eric from Media Figure Unboxing, and in this video we're going to take a look at the S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider ACCEL from Kamen Rider Double. And of course, this is the renewal version, so we know it's going to look good. For those of you who are not familiar with the Kamen Rider renewal line, they basically make this new line where they're remaking all the popular characters into something more accurate and more premium. But anyways, here's the left of the box, here is the right of the box, and here's the back of the box. And that's not wasting any more time, and bust this thing open and see all we got. And here we have the figure still in there in the packaging, and it looks beautiful. And that's not wasting any more time, and check out the figure itself. And here we have the figure itself. And as expected from S.H.Figuarts, the figure is pretty much perfect, and I really don't have anything bad to say about the figure. I think it's Figuarts in its final form. It's beautiful. But unfortunately, that makes the review a little bit boring, because we're just going to be agreeing with each other on how good it looks. Unless you think this looks bad, you probably just don't like Kamen Riders. But let's take a closer look at the figure. I love the metallic paint, the shine and gloss is really beautiful. And I love the attention to detail. You can actually see ACCEL in the drive. Everything looks really good, and you can turn the wheels as well. But yeah, I think let's check out the articulation. I don't think there's anything you guys haven't seen already. It just looks great. And for the articulation, let's quickly go over from the neck down. He can look up about this much, look down about this much, and you can turn its head no problem. And the shoulder is just on a standard ball joint. You can move it around, and the shoulder pad is on a hinge and a ball, and you can move it up about this high. And you do have bicep swivel, and you do have double jointed elbows. You can curl about this much, and you do have the ball wrist. Yeah. And the ab crunch, you can bend forward about this much. You can bend backwards about this much, and you can move side to side. And you can kick up about this high, bend about this much, side to side pivot, and toe hinge. But yeah, the articulation is exactly as you imagine. We can try to do some pose later, but let's check out the accessories. And for the accessories, since it does come with an interchangeable head, so let's start with the head sculpt, and it looks really good. And next up, we get an interchangeable head where the eyes are lit up, and let me just quickly show you guys some comparison, and that looks really good. I think I'm gonna keep this one on. And next up, we get a pair of hands to hold a Gaia memory, and we do have engine and ACCEL, but these are really small, so you have to be really careful. And of course, you can put the Gaia memory into the drive as well. Wait, let me just try to put that on the camera. There you go. Yeah. But I don't think it's too secure in there. So yeah. Oh my God, I dropped it. So you have to be really careful. And next up, we get a pair of display open hands, and of course, these are very useful when you're posing. And next up, we get a pair of relaxed open hands, or you can use these as karate chopping hands. And then we get a pair of hands for him to hold onto the driver to start the engine, and that looks pretty good. And you can actually take this off, which I think is pretty cool. Not really, because there's like a peg over there, but And lastly, he came with a pair of hands for him to hold a gun blade, and this is very nicely painted and sculpted. You can actually put the Gaia memory in there, so that's really cool. And let's try this on. And here I have ACCEL holding the gun blade, and it looks amazing. And of course, with this kind of body, you can easily do rider kick. Let me just quickly show you guys over here. Wait, I'm getting very rusty with the rider kick, but wait, is that it? Wait, or it's the other way around. Anyways, well, you guys get the idea. He can very easily do rider kick. Anyways, that's it for the accessories, and let's jump straight into the size comparison. And for the size comparison, let us start with Kamen Rider Double from the same series, and they look very good together. The line seems to be doing pretty well, and Kamen Rider Double is really popular, so I foresee a lot of variant from these two. I do have Skull on pre-order, and they did show off Kamen Rider Eternal on that cloth goods. So if that ever comes out, it's an instant pre-order for me. But anyways, let's move on. And next up, we have some Kamen Rider dry figures, and of course, they look very good together. And next up, we have the Bring Art Sora from Square Enix, and guys, it's happening, man. They're gonna make a lot of variants of Sora. I already pre-ordered mine, the yellow one. I forgot the name of it, but I already pre-ordered from Square Enix, and I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go all in. It seems like there's a lot. It costs $80 just for one Sora. I think it's a little bit too much. And next up, we have the S.H.Figuarts Naruto figures, S.H.Figuarts Dragon Ball and Street Fighters, and then we have some American IP S.H.Figuarts. And lastly, we have some recent Figma figures, and let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, I do highly recommend the figure. For $60, the sculpt is beautiful and accurate, and the paintwork is amazing. And he does come with a fair amount of accessories, better than a lot of the Tamashii web exclusive. So I do think it's worth every penny consider the quality we're getting. But yeah, I think that's it from me. Do let me know in the comments on what you think. And this is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.